also known as Laxzy. I am the president of Greater Acholi Musician Association. It's an honor to be here at the Northern Uganda Media Club and Nomek Center in the heart of Gulu City, this 14th of February 2025. I am here purposely as the head of creatives that have come together in the region of Acholi to work under one umbrella, which is GAMA. And that gives me the authority to speak for the creatives in the different associations that subscribe to the umbrella of GAMA, where we have Cole, whose chairperson is Kiddy Face, who is right here with me. We have yes, and my brother, Osai, and also General Secretary, that is Gabriel Lapoti. For the longest time, we have been tackling the issue of work, and that brings us back to this table again. That's why we are here to address you guys. For the longest time, like I've said, creatives and artists and musicians, superstars alike, have been complaining and pointing out pertinent issues pertaining to work, including lack of inclusivity, lack of transparency, high-handed officials having strings and attachment to the idea of work, clicking, sidelining of people who have differences in opinion, and this, ladies and gentlemen, has been backed up by the recent resignation of that is Odong Romeo and Freeman Sunday, who are also have been part of the interim committee who have been handling issues of work. This document, as you see here, is the formal withdrawal that Mr. Odong Romeo and Freeman Sunday, jotted down. And if you check out paragraph 5, which reads, however, after careful consideration, we regret to inform our fellow creatives that we have made the difficult decision to withdraw from the technical leadership of Creative Arts Foundation Limited. Despite our initial enthusiasm, we have realized that certain pertinent matters such as internal conflict, lack of transparency and open communications, disruptive actions by certain individuals are undermining the team's ability to effectively pursue its goals. That is in the interest of all creatives. As members of Northern Uganda music industry and also the gospel musicians, we find it untenable to continue working in an atmosphere where unity of purpose and ethical standards are compromised. This spells out some of the issues we have been talking about. In other paragraphs here, you find issues of high-handed officials having control in this and everything that we have been talking about from the start. Ladies and gentlemen, that states that whatever we have been shouting about have been facts. There have been facts from day one, and this is concrete proof. Secondly, we have carried out fact findings from URSB, where we have found out documentation as regards to work, where in regards to FO's Board of Directors resolution, which the paperwork is here. And as per Work Creative Arts Foundation, this is a company, all right, and in regards to matters of Work Creative Arts Foundation Limited, a Board of Directors resolution that was carried out on 17th day of December 2024. The following shall be the signatories to the accounts. 1. Badman Solo. 2. Sylvia Wori. This second name brings us questions as to how she enters into being signatories to the accounts of we are asking ourselves, is Sylvia Wori a member of the Work sub-region, West Nile? Is she a member of, does she come from West Nile? Is she a member of the Lao music creative fraternity? Is she a member of the Karamoja creative fraternity? Is she a member of the Work creative fraternity? The answer is no, she's not. How is she? How does she come to be a principal signatory to the accounts of Creative Arts Foundation? We ask you this from the point that the idea of work as a whole is about inclusivity and for the creatives of Northern Uganda. If that is the case, how and who appointed or elected her to be a signatory to the bank account. Second document, as per finding from that is URSB, also clearly states in regards to SACCO, the SACCO opening, where members and artists from this work space collected money, 20,000 shillings to open SACCO, and they were told that that was just to make the process of opening the SACCO happen, but election of leadership and other things will happen after. But as per this document, ladies and gentlemen, we have signatories to the account, which also here sadly states that A, Aboda Solomon is a Class A signatory to the accounts of SACCO. B, Sylvia Wari Damari is a Class A signatory to the SACCO of the creatives in the workspace. The question still arises, how does she come up to be part of the signatory on the SACCO? Was there an election that was carried out without the knowledge of the creatives? If this is for the creatives, we don't know how she came up here. We are just simply pointing out facts. We also went out, to other members here on the signatory. We have Paul Mutanga, who is a Class B signatory. Oliel Sande, who is a Class B signatory. Odida Charles, who is a Class B signatory. Odo Wilbert Romeo, who is a Class B signatory. We also found out that these few people are the only few members that attribute the members that comprise of work. If we are talking about inclusivity, and work as an entity has only about six members, where are the Karamojons, the creatives? They say this is something that works with all the domains. I'm not seeing the hairdressers in Karamoja. I'm not seeing the fashionistas from Lao. I am not seeing the videographers, the people who make film, from West Nile. Where are they? If this is about inclusivity of the work, corridor and space of northern Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, we are simply pointing out facts so that who has the ear can listen and understand. We are not against anyone, but we are simply saying, if it's something that is for us, let it be for us. If it's something that is private, they should deal it as such. Ladies and gentlemen, we have documents as well that proves that associations which are under GAMA definitely contributed money to the registration of work, which we have been singing for a while, and we have this proof, and that legitimates their claim to ask questions about the dealings and activities of work as an entity, because they contributed their money to make this entity start running. But sadly, like we have pointed out here, the signatories are different people that they did not elect or appoint to represent them. That means whatever money that whatever help that the government or any other person is going to put through this work Creative Art Foundation will not reach the creatives themselves, but rather will be to benefit a few people who have aligned themselves properly to enlarge their pockets. This is a call to everybody that you don't allow to be used. We have brought you the facts, and we are still going to keep sounding this bell and the facts and pointing it out loudly, and we're not going to get tired. It is my responsibility as a leader who speaks for these people to make it clear and sound that our next step would be legal. Our next step would be legal. Because if somebody who understands can see a lot of issues that pertain to legality in these documents that I've just read here. First, people were used and their intellectual property was collected, and now people are claiming it's private property and we cannot have a say in it, yet we were consulted. These leaders and the members were consulted in the first place, and their ideas were put into this paper. That now certain people are claiming is personal. If it's personal, well and good. That means that is pertains intellectual property rights and legalities pertaining that. Secondly, that means money has been collected from these associations under false pretense that there will be members of the work creative space, but only a few people have aligned themselves to benefit from this. What does that lead us to? That means there is a legality as pertaining the collection of money. Money has been collected from the associations under false pretense, and now they are sidelined and they don't have a say in whatever is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to say a lot. Allow me to invite Acholi, who is also the spokesperson of Greater Acholi Ministerial Association, to pick up and of course fill up a few areas here and there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.